Okay, so ito na yung second part ng discussion natin on long-term bonds. Let's start with problem D. So for problem D, makikita nyo, hindi na siya term bond, but rather serial bonds na. So ano nga ulit ang ibig sabihin ng serial bonds? These are bonds payable in installments. So on January 1, 2020, Resmi Corp issued bonds with face amount of 10 million and stated rate of 10%. Contract requires the face amount to be paid in 5 equal annual, take note, annual installments, and interest on the unpaid balance to be paid annually. So ngayon, annual naman sila, hindi na semi-annual. No? Every December 31, starting December 31, 2020, market rate, 12%. Okay, present value factors, 4 decimal place. Number 1, compute for the bond issue price. Okay, so ngayon naman, annual tayo. Okay, so how do we compute for our bond issue price this time kapag serial bond siya? Okay? Sige. Kapag nagko-compute tayo ng present value, guys, naka-focus ito sa future payments. Di ba? Eh ngayon kasi, ang pinagkaiba niya sa mga prior problems natin, yung principal, isang bayaran, tapos this time, ang principal, kada taon may babayaran. Therefore, to compute for our bond issue price is that, first, alamin natin kung kailan yung magiging date of payment niya. Then, on that date, ano yung mga babayaran? That is, number 1, principal, okay, plus interest. Tandaan nyo, itong dalawang to, payments to. No? Payments yung dalawang yan. Okay? Pag pinag-add ko tong dalawa, anong tatawagin natin dito? That is, total future payment. Then, at this point, yung total future payment na ito, i-multiply nyo ito ng PV factor. Anong PV factor yan, sir? Single payment or ordinary annuity? Since magkaka-iba-iba ang magiging periodic payment natin, no choice tayo but to use the single payment PV factors. Okay? Then, yan, kukuha natin yung present value. Okay? Ready kailan yung first payment on this problem? Starting December 31, 2020. Tapos every year. So, ilang years yan? Until how many years? 5 years. Okay, so that will be hanggang 2024. Okay. How much is the principal repayment? Di ba face amount? 10 million? Babayaran daw siya in 5 equal annual installments. So, 10 million divided by 5, magkano yan? Tig 2 million. Every year, 2 million yan. Yan. Then, add interest on the unpaid balance. Okay. As of December 31, 2020, magkano unpaid balance natin sa principal? Di ba? 10 million. Therefore, yung interest na ito ay magiging 10 million times. Anong klaseng interest rate? Stated or effective? Stated dapat. Kasi payment pinag-uusapan natin eh. Di ba? Okay. Next one, December 31, 2021. Magkano unpaid? 8 na lang. Kasi tandaan nyo, nagbayad na siya ng first 2 million noong December 31, 2020. So, 8 million times 10%. Then, on the third year, magkano unpaid? Principal, 6 million. Every year, bumababa siya ng 2 million. Nasusundan? Ganyan lang. Oo. Okay? Then, compute natin total future payments nila. On December 31, 2020, magkano yung total payment? That is 2 million plus 1 million. 10 million, 10% ng 10 million is 1 million, di ba? So, 3 million. Next, yung 2021, magkano? 2.8 million, 2.6 million, 2.4 million, and 2.2 million. Okay? Last one. Yan. Present value factor. So, gagamitin na natin siya ng effective rate, 12%. Since annual, siya agad gagamitin natin. Ready na? Okay. Calculator, 1.12. Press the division sign. 2 times. Go. 1 period, magkano siya? For the first period, 0.8929. Second period, 0.7972. Third, 0.711. Fourth, 6355. And for the fifth, the last one, 0.5674. Okay? Now, sir, ano nga ulit ang logic? Bakit nagkaganyan yung mga present value factors natin? Ganito kasi, chart natin Tandaan nyo, ang point zero natin ay December, hindi December, but rather January 1, 2020. First period natin is December 31, 2020. Sumunod, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. Okay. This is the first period, second period, third, fourth, fifth. Papabalikin mo kasi silang lahat pag ganun. Okay? Papabalikin yan. Nakuha. Okay? Habang lumalayo sa current period natin, lumilit na rin yung PV factor niya. Gets niya? Okay. Isa pa, para mas maintindihan nyo, bakit kailangan i-present value? Kasi, yung mga payments, 3 million, 2.8, 2.6, 2.4, 2.2, mga future payments, you must compute for the present value. Okay? Kasi may time value of money concept Nakuha nyo? Okay. Then, isa-isahin nyo sila, multiply the amount multiplied by their own PV factor, then add nyo silang lahat. Okay? So, magkano ang magiging sagot natin for number 1? Answer is 9,535,20 pesos. That will be your number 1. Alright? Okay. Sige, okay na tayo. So, ano entry niyan, sir? Ang entry natin dyan is katulad din nung dati. Debit cash, then tingnan mo lang kung discount or premium. In this case, discount siya. Kasi 10 million yung face amount, pero yung ano niya, present value is 9 million. 9.5 million. So, may discount ito. Nakuha? Okay. Yan. Numbers 3 to 10. Okay. So, ganun ulit. May amortization schedule tayo, pero nadagdagan yung column natin. Sige, let's start on January 1, 2020. Magkano yung sagot sa number 1 kanina? 9, 535, 20. That's the starting point. First payment date, December 31, 2020. How much is the principal repayment? How much is the principal repayment? 2 million. Interest payment, di ba? Face times SIR yan. No? Magkano yung kanina? 1 million. Kasi 10 million times 10%. Di ba? Next, interest expense. CV times effective rate. Magkano ito? 9,535,020 pesos times 12%. It should be how much? 1,144,202. Ganun na. Normal procedure na siya, guys. Malinaw? Di ba? Medyo mabilis na tayo kasi paulit-ulit na yung procedure natin. Kaya ganun siya. Okay? Sige. Next. Ano yung ina-amortize natin? Discount or premium? Answer is discount. No? Para alam nyo kung ano yung effect ng amortization sa carrying value. Okay. How much is the amortization? 140 or 202? Now, bantayan nyo to kasi serial bonds to guys. Anong effect ng discount amortization ulit sa carrying value? Add. Tama ba ako? Di ba add? Pero may principal repayment. Ang principal repayment, palaging minus yan guys. Okay? Palaging minus yan. So, magkano siya? Magkano na lang siya? 7 million? 6, 7, 9, 222. Okay? Check natin. So, 9,535, 20 pesos, plus the discount amortization, minus 2 million. O, diba? 7679222. Very good. Okay, tuloy na natin. Tapusin na natin agad. Kayang-kaya na natin ito. Principal repayment is still 2 million. Interest payment, 800,000. Kanina na-compute na natin yan, no? Interest expense, magkano na lang? 921,507. Discount amortization, 121,507. So, magkano na lang ang updated carrying value ng bond? That is 7,679,222 plus 121,507 minus 2 million. Magkano na lang yun? 5,800,729. Okay? Sige. Pusin na. Kaya-kaya na guys. Okay. So, magkano lang to? 600,000. Interest expense? 696,087. Okay. Amortization is 96,087. So, magkano na lang carrying value? 3,896,817. Last two. Principal repayment, 2 million. Interest, 400. Interest expense, 467,680. Amortization, 67,618. Carrying value, 1,964,435. Okay? Now, last payment is December 31, 2024. Pagdating dito, dapat zero na yung carrying value kasi fully paid na siya, di ba? So, paano natin siya i-squeeze out na lang, di ba? So, di ba ang last carrying value is 2 million? So, 2 million minus 1,964,435. Magkano yan? 35,565. Okay? Then, yung ano natin, principal repayment is still 2 million, tapos 200,000, squeeze out this. Magkano dapat to? It must be an add. 235,565. Yeah. Ayos? Di ba? Interest paid plus discount amortization or minus premium amortization. And tapos na yung amortization schedule natin. Okay? Now, kung gusto niyo malaman agad kung magkano yung carrying value at the end of the period, pwede niyo namang gawin ito. Pwede namang gawin yung ganito, guys. No? Shortcut natin is CV times 1 plus effective rate minus total payment. Tingnan nyo test natin yan. 9,535,20 pesos times 1.12. Tama ba ako? Minus total payment of 3 million. O, di ba? Nakuha rin yung sagot agad. Shortcut, pwede siya. Okay? Yeah. Sige, okay na, no? Oh. Entry, sir. Ano yung entry natin sa ganito? Okay. Isang period lang. December 31, 2020. Ano entry natin? First, record the payment. No? Debit. Debit tayo ng funds payable, which is equal to the principal repayment. Debit interest expense, equal to the interest payment. 1 million. Credit cash, which is 3 million. Next, tignan nyo. Ang interest expense recorded, 1 million. Pero ang correct interest expense, 1,144,202. Therefore, magre-record pa tayo isang entry. Debit, interest expense, 144,202. Credit, discount on bonds payable. Okay? Sige. Number 3. How much is the interest expense for 2020? Sagot? 1,144,202. That's your number 3. Number 4. At what amount should the bonds be presented December 31, 2020? This is your number 4. Number 5. What is the current portion of the bonds on December 31, 2020? Meron ba? Answer is meron. Bakit? Serial bonds yan, guys. May mga portion siyang nagiging current na. So, how do we compute for that, sir? Para madali nyo makompute, guys, ito lang ang ano nyo, yung carrying value at the end of the current year and the carrying value of the next year. Okay? The difference will be the current portion. So, to answer your number 5 question, 7,679,222 minus 5,800,729. Magkano yan? 1,878. So the current portion is 1,878,493. So ang sagot natin sa number 5, 1,878,493. Then for number 6, how much is the non-current portion? That's the carrying value of the bond of the next year, which is ito naman. So ang sagot sa number 6, 5,800,729. Number 7, interest expense 2021, 921,507. That's number 7. Number 8, our answer, dito ko na nalagay, 5,800,729. Number 9, current and non-current portion. So, since ang current year is 2021 na, so 5,800,729 minus the next period. So, magkano ang current portion ng number 9? 1,903,903. Then, number 10, non-current portion, 3,896,817. Okay? Ganun lang guys yung current portion, yung CV ng current year, at yung CV ng subsequent year para makuha niyo yung current portion. Dali lang, di ba? Matrapaho lang siya. Yes. Problem E. Issuance between interest payment dates. Anong ibig sabihin nitong scenario ito for problem E? No? Maikli lang naman, kaya-kaya. Parang ganito, kailan ang interest payment date dito? January 1, July 1. January 1, July 1. Tapos, nag-issue ng bond on, kailan to? April 1. Nasa gitna. Tama? So, ang nangyayari dyan, meron kang accrual period for the interest. Oo, may nag-a-accrue interest, which is etong area na to. Okay? So, how do we account for that? Tingnan nyo ah. Number one, how much is the cash received? How much is the cash received from issuance of bonds on January? Hindi, pakipalitan na lang pala yan, guys. Hindi yan January 1, but rather April 1 dapat. Okay? Hindi ko pala siya naibago. So, yung January 1 na yan, pakipalitan na lang April 1. Okay? Sige. So, how do we compute for the cash received? That is, bond issue price plus accrued interest. Kumbaga, parang ano siya, parang in-advance yung interest sa'yo. Ganun ang nangyayari dito. Okay? How much is the bond issue price? 10 million 456. Plus, accrued interest. How do you compute for the accrued interest? That is, 10 million times. Tandaan nyo, payment yan, no? Payment yan, so face times stated rate, which is 12% times how many period? 3/12. So your amount of cash received is 10,756,000. Ayos? Okay. Number 2, journal entry. Debit tayo ng cash. 10,756,000. Credit. Ano natin? Credit natin dito. Credit natin, first, yung interest muna. Yung accrued interest kasi, in advance yan sa'yo, so, credit ka ng interest payable. Okay, magkano? 300,000. Credit, bonds payable, 10 million. Then credit, premium on bonds payable, which is 456,000. Yeah, yun lang. Pinakita lang dyan kung paano mo i-account yung accrual of interest between interest payment dates. Okay? Sir, palaging add ba to? Answer is yes. Add palagi. Problem F. Fund issue cost. Okay, sige. So, sa fund issue cost, nasabi ko na yan sa inyo, mina-minus naman natin yan sa fair value ng bonds, which is the first part. No? Okay. How much is the net cash proceeds from issuance on bonds on January 1, 2020? And number 2, prepare the journal entry. On January 1, 2020, XYZ issued 5-year bonds with face amount 10 million at 110, which is a quoted price. Entity paid issue cost of 160,000 on the same date. The stated rate on the bonds is magkano? 8%, no? Starting, okay. Then the effective rate is 6%. Now, how much is the cash proceeds? Number 1, okay. Number 1, to compute for the amount of cash proceeds, that is fair value of the bonds minus bond issue cost. Which is, nabigay ko naman yung formula kanina sa simula. That's the cash proceeds. Okay. Paano ko computein yung fair value ng bonds, guys? That is simply face amount times quoted price. Tandaan nyo, ang quoted price is a percentage of the face amount of the bond. Since the face amount is 10 million, multiply lang yung quoted price na 110, no? Kasi kapag anong tawag natin sa product nila, that's already the fair value, no? So magkano to? This is 11 million. Then minus mo yung issue cost, which is 160,000. So magkano to? 10.84 million. That's your number one. Number two, what's your entry? Debit, cash. Debit cash ka tayo ng magkano? Sige, wag muna natin diretsuhin. Mamaya, pakita ko sa yung diretso. Pero yung hindi mo na diretso, no? Okay. Cash is 11 million. Credit, bonds payable, 10. Credit, premium on bonds payable, 1 million. Then, another entry to record the BIC. Debit mo yung premium on bonds, 160. Credit, cash. Okay? Or, pwede nyo gawin na lang ito. Diretsuan, compound. Debit, cash, 10.84 million. Credit, bonds payable, 10. Credit, premium on bonds payable, 840,000. Pareho lang din naman ang kalalabasan. Isang entry na lang. Okay? That's your numbers 1 and 2. Numbers 3 and 4. Assuming the bonds were issued at 98, how much is the net cash proceeds? The same ano tayo, formula. Fair value of the bond minus bond issue cost. That's your cash proceeds. Oh, magkano na fair value ngayon? 10 million times 98%. Madali lang pag may quoted price. Mabilis lang, no? Oh, magkano to? 980 minus 160,000 bond issue cost. So, magkano yan? 9.8 pala. 9.8. Yan. Okay. 9.8 million minus 160,000. 9.64 million. That will be your answer for number 3. Then, number 4, entry, debit, cash, 9.8 million, debit, discount on bonds payable, 200, credit, bonds payable, 10 million. Then, for your bond issue cost, debit mo si discount. On bonds payable, 160, credit cash, 160. Compounded entry, debit cash, 9.64 million, debit discount on bonds. Ay, magkano to? Discount on bonds, it must be 360. Then credit bonds payable, 10 million. Klaro. Madali lang, di ba? Tatandaan nyo, ang bond issue cost, mina-minus yan. Hindi yan ina-add. Mina-minus. Okay? As to the fair value of the bond, pag given ang quoted price, yun agad. Pero pag walang quoted price, the fair value of the bond is simply equal to its present value. Okay? Sige. Oh, last topic for bonds, retirement. Pag sinabi natin retirement ng bonds, ito yung pagsisettle na ng bonds. Binabayaran mo na yung utang dito. So, ano yung mga tatandaan natin when it comes to retirement? No? Procedures. Meron tayong 5 procedures. First, i-amortize natin yung premium or discount niya up to the date of retirement. Yung pag-amortize, nakita nyo na yan sa problems A, B, C, D. Number 2, accrued interest to date of retirement should be determined. No questions asked naman yan. Next, compute for the total cash payment, retirement price plus accrued interest. Yung retirement price, guys, in accordance with the bond indenture yan. Na? In accordance with bond indenture or the bond contract. Number 4, kukumputin nyo naman yung carrying amount ng bonds as date of retirement, which is face plus premium minus discount. And the last one is to determine the gain or loss on retirement. So how do we determine the gain or loss? Compare the retirement price and the carrying value of the bonds. Tandaan nyo, ang retirement price, that's the amount to be paid. Okay? Kapag mas malaki ang retirement price or yung amount na babayaran mo kesa sa CV ng utang mo, meron kang loss on retirement. For example, magbabayad ka ng 100 para sa utang na may carrying value na 95. Mas malaki, di ba? So, talo ka. Bakit? Utang mo lang dapat 95, pero nagbayad ka 100. So, you have a loss. Okay? Next one. If the carrying value is higher than the retirement price, then meron kang gain on retirement. Di ba? For example, nagbayad ka ng 100 para sa utang na 120. Mas malaki yung CV, di ba? Kumbaga, ang sinasabi niyan, utang mo 120, pero nagbayad ka lang ng 100. So, meron kang gain kasi nakatipid ka. O, di ba? Ganun lang ang iisipin natin dito, no? Pero take note guys, this is applicable to the case of retirement prior to maturity. Kasi pag nag-retire at maturity, no gain, no loss on retirement. Okay? No gain, no loss on retirement pag nag-retire at maturity. Last problem tayo. So, problem G, isa lang naman yung tanong. Thank God. Okay. On January 1, Smith Corp issued 5-year 12% bonds with face amount 10 million at a price of 8,994,640, which yields an effective rate of 15%. Interest is payable annually every December 31, starting 2020. The bonds are retired at 97 plus accrued interest on September 30, 2022. How much is the gain or loss on early retirement? Okay. Guys, ganito na lang, no? Ang gagawin muna natin is, ito. Di ba, given na yung, natin, retirement, ang issue price, niready ko na yung amortization schedule kasi pareho lang ulit gagawin natin, no? Magsistart kayo ng January 1, amortize until the date of retirement. When is the date of retirement? September 30. Tuloy natin to. So, ang retirement mo hanggang diyan na lang. Okay? Take note of the time frame. Ilang months na lang yan? 9 months. So, yung interest na binabayaran na 1.2 million, that's annual interest payment. No? 10 million times 12%. So, 10 million times 12% times 9 over 12. Magkano yan? Times 0.12 times 9 over 12. That's 900. Okay. Yan. Interest expense. CV 9315411 times what's the interest? Effective interest? 15% times 9 over 12. So, magkano ito? This should be 1,047,984. O, diba? Amortize lang natin up to the date of retirement. Ano ina-amortize natin? Discount. So, 147,984 yan ang discount amortization. Carrying value at date of retirement, 9,463,395. Ready na tayo. So, retirement price versus CV as of September 30, 2022. What's the retirement price, guys? Sabi sa problem, ni-retire niya at 97, no? 97. So that would be 10 million times 97%. So retirement price is 9.7 million. Okay? Sir, yung interest hindi mo nasasama? Huwag mo isama yung interest sa retirement price. May sariling accounting yung interest. Okay? Versus CV. 9,463,395. How much is the difference? 236,605. Ano tawag natin dyan? Gain or loss? Since mas malaki ang retirement price, mas malaki binayaran niya. Therefore, you have a loss on retirement. Loss on retirement is 236,605. Ayos? Okay? Tandaan niyo lang yung rules kung sa natin conceptual discussion ng retirement. Okay? And that's the end of our lesson on bonds payable. So thank you for listening, guys.